After our escapades in Pester Quest, we move onward to Friendsim 2. Make sure to watch to the end, and if you enjoy what you see, why not give the video a like? Anyways, let's head right on in.
Here we are. Friendsim 2. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good night for any and all of y'all. Welcome. Welcome. It's been a long time coming, huh? It's been a while. I don't know when this episodes will be out, but hey, Friendsim 2, let's go. Hell yeah. So, what the thing didn't tell you was that this is a continuation of both Friendsim 1 and Pester Quest, and all the events of Hive Swap Acts 1 and 2 did not happen. That was the other thing that the game established, is that this is just as is, straight from the other visual novels, yeah. So, one thing that I was looking at are the options. Holy moly, they have streaming music volume, which means I didn't have to lower the music down as much as I did, so y'all get to hear this amazing track. And what this means, essentially, the volume will be lessened when there's voice acting, or, yeah. No, it's lessened when there isn't voice acting, so that I can do my own lovely voice. Which also means there's voice acting, and also action difficulty? What? Are we gonna be also, yeah, there are QTEs. That's crazy. I didn't think a virtual novel would have QTEs. I'm gonna be safe scumming the hell out of this game, that's for sure. New game. Friendsim 2 uses a persistent save state system like many other visual novels, but unlike Friendsim and Pester Quest, your choices in each route will carry forward with you, and those choices will affect future events. If you make save your progress, also save any choices you make, allowing you to reload your game state anytime if you want to try a different path. Which is what I have been doing, but I don't know why. Okay, so as they're saying, unlike before, your actions actually have consequences now, but you can still do the same save before a choice, go back, make a different choice, and that makes different choices. Sure, I think I get it. This route contains content warnings for existential and identity crisis. Well, damn. Alright, see you guys later. Anyway, okay, I'm just kidding. Unreality, gaslighting, route has action sequences. Player discretion is advised. Are you expecting someone? I'm not sure who it was. Not sure whether your expectations have been tempered by time to the point where they've grown rigid and cold, inflexible. The worst part of every tragedy is that the outcome is inevitable. The conclusion is foregone, even before you read the first word of the first page. But maybe this isn't a tragedy. I suppose it's up to you, isn't it? So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you expecting someone? All around you, the void paradoxically presses in around you and expands indefinitely beyond you in every single direction. You are, all at once, enveloped by it and completely free of it. You think that if you concentrate hard enough, you could probably perceive your physical form, the shape of your body that exists within the space between spaces that you find yourself within. You can't remember exactly why you're here, can't remember how you got here or what you were doing before. If you strain hard enough, you feel the trace of images on the edge of your mind. The warmth of a summer's day, and the sound of your friends joking with each other in the middle of a park. A blanket laid out, food served, a pleasant sense of domestic contentment. And deep inside, the constant sense of foreboding unease. How long have you felt this way? How long have you drifted in this void, wondering about places that you once knew? About the people that you abandoned? Names flash through your mind, specks of recognition and memory that dart out to touch you and race back again. The sensation of inevitability that clawed at you once, that pulled you away from them and forced you towards a singular goal. What happened to them when you left? Part of you, the part that clings to a sense of naive optimism with every fiber of your being, wonders if they lived a good life, able to find their place in the world through your intervention. Part of you knows that's a lie. Do you think that everything has to proceed according to some narrative plan? Well, of course. That's basically been what's guided you since the beginning of this journey. What makes you so sure that you know what the plan is in the first place? The void roars in its silence, and everything and nothing of existence reaches out and pulls away all at once, turning in on itself in an infinite loop that you could always and never see in its totality. Inside your mind, a singular thought. I can go back. You've made your decision? Of course, you think to yourself. The decision was there all along because you never really had a choice in any of it. Not if you wanted to live with yourself afterwards anyway. The good news is that you're already coming up with a plan, an idea that will ensure that you don't have to worry about any of the messy details of narrative involvement or whatever bullshit Doc Scratch are going on in Alternia. You got the powers of the First Guardian now, powers that rival those of the very personification of the narrative. So this is a no-brainer. You'll just zap yourself back over to Alternia, round up all your old friends, and take them back with you to the locked timeline you've created for everyone. They can live safely and happily for the rest of their natural lives, tucked away from the eyes of Alternian Empire or whatever malevolent forces will have controlled their fates. Besides, you know they'll get along just great with the others' friends. Tagora and Terezi? Just imagine the wacky hijinks they'll get up to together. You focus, pulling your concentration into yourself and letting your thoughts sink in on themselves. The narrative folds around you like a paper crane, layers collapsing into layers into your own sense of self until there's only a singular point of conscious awareness left. Finally, you can sense it. The other timeline out there, beyond the walls of the garden that you've built for yourself and your friends, beyond space and time, as you would normally understand them, out there, in the narrative space where causality still functions, in a way that is all too familiar. You don't need to close your eyes, because they were never open to begin with. Your mind turns sideways, and you zap. Zap! You have no idea where you are, and now we have the UI! Oh, we got a broken phone, and we got the save point. Our save points look exactly the same as they were before. Let's just make one now. I'm scared. Prologue, Alternian Tour. I guess I spoiled myself right then and there. The read log. Nice. You have no idea where you are.
Who the fuck? Who is it out here now?
Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Hey Konyyl, how's it going? How's it going, girl? You turn, and standing in front of you is a very large, very angry Konyyl Okimal. The anger isn't entirely a surprise. It seems like one of her defining characteristics, generally speaking, but there's something raw about it that you weren't expecting. Also, if they're all gonna be this loud, I may need to tune it down. 1 second. Back. Alright, Konyyl. Yeah, hello, Konyyl. You begin to stammer out a greeting, the first bit of your whole speech about how she should definitely come back with you to a locked timeline far away from here where she could be safe.
Safe? What in the world are you talking about? What are you even doing here?
Funny thing about that. Before you can actually answer any of these questions, another familiar face appears.
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here? Y'all taking a mighty big risk.
Yeah. You begin to explain that you aren't entirely sure where here is, but the first part is simple enough. You're here to help everyone stay safe. You don't know whether weird stuff these two are up to, but you know that they're your friends, and you know that you care about them. Maybe it's been a couple days or so, but don't worry, you're sure that they'll adjust really quickly? Can introduce on some of those, bro? I don't know. I think it's been more than a day. I don't think it's been more than a few days. I'll keep it a bug. I can't wait for them to tell me, yo, it's been like 3 years. Where the hell were you? Just for that to hit like a ton of bricks. Konyyl is laughing at you.
You're serious? Why would I ever want to leave?
Because this planet sucks? Konyyl laughs again and turns away. Oh.
Look, I think you need to go. It's not safe here.
What do you mean? Something in Skylla's voice is making you deeply and profoundly uncomfortable. You want to stay here and argue with these two to explain how good of a plan you have and how it's going to make them both happier in the end. After all, you're all friends, right? Skylla just looks at you, and there's something hollow behind her eyes, something haunted.
I think you should go.
You're about to argue, to let her know that you're not going to leave until you can make sure that she and Konyyl are going to come with you when you hear something in the distance. There is a reason why she wanted you to leave. A low rumbling noise, something large and heavy is moving just outside, grinding in the stony ground and rumbling closer and closer. Skylla leans in and her expression gets frantic.
You need to go! Now!
Is that the drones? The intensity of it takes you by surprise. Ah! You open your eyes, and you're standing in an office of some kind. Though you're not alone. Off in the corner, you're hunched over on your desk. It's your friend Tagora. You run forward, but stop dead in your tracks. Tagora quickly whips around and glares. Why are we the villain? Are we the baddies? Oh no. Are we the baddies? This isn't good. Hey, Tagora.
What the hell are you doing here?
He glances around as if looking for someone and takes a step closer. You can see fear in his eyes.
You need to get out. There's no amount of money in the Empire that'll make it worth the kind of heat you're going to bring here.
You start to protest that you're not going to bring any heat of any kind when you hear a loud knock at the door and freeze. From the outside the door, you hear a familiar voice.
Gorgor, are you okay in there?
Fucking...
I realize that our impending ceremony is still quite a ways off, but I need to go over some of the documents with you in detail.
By ways off, he means precisely 4 standard hours to be specific. Cool.
Also, I believe I heard some small commotion earlier. Are you sure that you are adequately prepared for today's festivities?
Let me tell you, Galekh's voice is exactly how I thought he would sound like. Exactly. They got him spot on. Spot on. I did not know Tagora would sound like a little fucking gremlin, but we ball. Konyyl, yeah, I sort of expected her to be sort of grizzly and growly of sorts. And Skylla, yeah, southern accent. I that's really the only thing that I was hoping that she'd have, and she had it. So, you know what? That was pretty good.
Oh, I'm fine, dear. Nothing to worry about at all. Just slipped a bit in here. You know how clumsy I can be.
He quickly shoves you aside and motions with his hands in a way that clearly says, "Oh! God damn it, I can't even have time to read!" This time, the world resolves quicker around you, and in the distance, you think you can still hear the sound of Galekh and Tagora talking through a closed door. You can't have gone far this time. You're noticing that you don't seem to be traveling in time either, which is, well, that's probably a good thing. Looks like you're in a bedroom, respite block of some kind. Oh, Tyzias! You know how Tyzias is staring directly at you.
It's you.
Hi. She doesn't seem happy to see you. You get ready to deliver your speech again to convince her that you can get her off this hell world and safely to a place where she won't have to worry about the Empire alternating or anything else, but she isn't listening to you.
Where were you? You left. For sweeps. And now you just pop back in here like nothing has changed?
Oh! It's been sweeps? Oh! Oh no! Oh no! That's not good. Oh, fuck. Okay, so for some reason, if you don't know how long sweeps are, it's generally what, like 2.5 years in human time. Sweeps means more than one, which means MSPA reader has been gone for more than 3 years. Oh no. That's really, that is not, oh my god. Eek, bro. Yikes. Holy shit. That's huge. Okay, now would be a great time to stop the recording, but I won't. I'm thinking like a YouTuber, but at the same time, too much stuff's happening. I'll cut it in post, whatever. Anyway, hello, Tyzias.
Do you have any idea what it's been like while you were gone? Do you have any idea what we've all had to do?
No. You can hear the rising anger in her voice as you back away, putting your hands up. Last time you remember, Tyzias was hanging out with Daria, and they were going to work together to make Alternia a better place for everyone.
Are you serious right now?
Deadly, actually. You're half-heartedly shrugged. This whole plan was going a lot less smoothly than you thought it was going to. In fact, you'd venture to say that it's been veering off towards complete disaster. You're not entirely sure how to change that.
Just go away.
Wait, no, you can't just leave like this. It's easy to fix. Just zap and then round everyone else and head back. No big deal.
I told you to go away.
Damn. Dejected. She doesn't say anymore, just tired. It sounds as if all the energy she had got expended in the moment that she saw you, and now it's been replaced by weariness that seeps deep down your very soul, in your head, and once more, he's that. By the way, Tyzias' voice, very good. Bueno. I like it. Zap. You find yourself on a hill overlooking the outskirts of a city that looks eerily familiar. For a moment, you just stand there and take it all in. The lights of the twin moons shines down and scatters along the buildings, hives, you suppose you should say, that dot the city. You begin to walk, drawn by some kind of vague sense of purpose, the kind of half-formed thought that brought you along on so many adventures the last time you visited the version of Alternia.